What's up guys, Rich here with Core Timepieces Fury GMT. And if you're not familiar with Core Timepieces, well, it's a brand that's known as a rebellious branded watch company. And they emerged on the scene with their 7 Deadly Sins collection, which means that on the date window, instead of displaying the 7 days of the week, it displays the 7 Deadly Sins. So we can either embrace that or frown on it. But I can tell you that I had a chance to experience these watches in person and get to know the brand owner during Microlux Austin. And I can tell you that there was quite the engagement with the watch community. They have a lot of fans that really embrace this rebellious natured theme that Core Timepieces has going on. And this Fury GMT is their latest collection. And it's a titanium watch. Actually, it's completely in titanium with the case and the bracelet. It's in 42 millimeters. And it uses a 20 millimeter bracelet or strap width. And we can see that it has a slightly domed sapphire crystal. And the gray around the bezel, well, that's PVD, as is the black center portion of this titanium bracelet, which is also in PVD. And I like that contrast in colors a lot. I think it stands out really sharply. It just has an overall nice aesthetics to it. And if we spend some time on the dial there, we can see the engulfed flame on there, as well as on the bezel, 24-hour bezel there above 12 o'clock. And according to Core Timepieces website, that's meant to evoke memories of hot rods and tattoos and tinkering in our garage late at night. And for me, I get the hot rods and the tattoo theme going on there. And on the dial, it is loomed with Lumibrite on the indices, the hands, and on the bezel markings. It has a screw-down crown. It is water resistant to 300 meters. And I do like the finishing quite a bit, but I'm also really liking this bracelet. I really like the piping in the black going on here. So let's spend some time on the bracelet. There's a clasp. It is branded right there. And on the solid case back, there we go, we can see die of nothing but a passion to live. And that is consistent with the rebellious nature of Core Timepieces. And I am glad that they went with a solid case back instead of an exhibition case back. So while we are still on the case back, what is the movement that is powering the Fury GMT? Well, it's powered by the Seiko's NH34A automatic movement. And we're going to spend some time on the bezel action. It's a bi-directional rotating bezel, so we can go clockwise or we can go counterclockwise. So let's go. Here we go. So it is nice and taut. It's not as clicky as some of the bezel actions, but it's also, like I said, very taut because there's no wiggle action going on the bezel. So this colorway, this gray and silver, is technically called black top, but they also have an orange version that's called orange clockwork. And I have a feeling that's a play on the film A Clockwork Orange. Actually, it was a book first before the Stanley Kubrick film A Clockwork Orange. But it would just seem to make sense, right? Because that the rebellious nature of Core Timepieces and of that film. And they have a green machine version as well. And of the 3 colorways, this black top is my favorite colorway. So this is a GMT, so it operates as a pretty standard GMT. So I'll unscrew the crown and pull it out into position 1. And if I rotate the crown counterclockwise, we'll see the date change. So there it is on 30, 31, 2, 3, the 3rd, and the 4th. And if I rotate the crown clockwise, that'll change the GMT hour hand. And there it goes. And it's just about to pass the 9 o'clock where we can see the Core logo right there, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Nice smooth action on the crown. So if we look at the overall, it has a nice finishing, really nice aesthetics to it. It's quite impressive in hand. It has a premium feel to it, and for a titanium watch here. The retail price on the Fury GMT is $599. So if we're looking for a titanium watch with a GMT function and by a brand that's known as a rebellious watch brand, then I think the Fury GMT is definitely worth a closer look.